3, 2, 1.
Blast off.
All right, we're live.
Live.
Here, you introduce it while I share this on Places.
Hi, we're live. Well, Chris shares this on Places.
That's what I do.
We have a bunch of points that we're going to talk about.
Topics and stuff.
Topics and stuff. Do you want me to say them or just start with the first
No,
one?
we'll just start with them.
Okay, first things first. Our chocolate peanut butter samples, unfortunately, are still out of stock.
There's a chicken clucking in the background.
It stopped.
Totally stopped. Okay, anyway. Yeah. So
The chicken is squawking because it wants the kids to go play with it.
yeah, it's kind of sad. Anyway.
So chocolate peanut butter is still out of stock, and that is very sad. No, not chocolate peanut butter. Chocolate peanut butter samples.
Yes. We have the big bags of chocolate peanut
So
butter.
They're still available, and they're delicious.
Yeah, we just don't have the samples. Until then, well, you can make your own using the peanut flour. I mean, using chocolate along with peanut flour.
Yeah.
Or powdered peanut butter, PB2.
Yeah.
That's
PB2 has sugar in it, but
Yeah.
you can use it if you really want to.
Yeah. So the way that peanut butter actually started, hold on, I'm needing to share this on another place, is, here, you talk about something else.
The way that peanut butter started was we wanted chocolate peanut butter, and so we got PB2 and put it in chocolate, and then we liked it, and that's how we decided we wanted to do it. And then
Yes.
we looked up multiple different kinds of peanut flour, and we found the one with the highest fat and no sugar, and that's what we use.
Okay. Hey, you know the story.
And it's from a really awesome place.
Yeah. So you can actually buy it from Bird Mill. They take the big bags. So we get it in 50-pound bags, and you can get it like that directly from the manufacturer if you really want to, but most people don't.
It's so good.
Yeah, so you can get it from Bird Mills in like 1 pound and 5-pound bags, and
And
use
that
the same
doesn't have
thing.
the sugar in it.
Yeah, so and it's a really high fat. It's actually the highest fat that you can get that isn't like peanut butter. So I need to sneeze. Anyway, so that's the deal with peanut butter. Sorry, yeah, we don't have the samples. We'll get it as soon as we can. There's a blog post talking about why. I don't like to give out dates as to when we're going to get stuff because it's completely out of our control.
Yep.
But someone on Reddit, you didn't see this.
Aww.
So I said, but if we're just going to make up dates based on conjecture, then it's coming on October 31st at, I think they said like 2:36 p.m.
The
Mountain
Reddit guy
Time.
did?
No, I said that.
Oh.
A couple people
That's
were
really late.
well, a couple people are like, that's sad news, but I love your availability date because I did an exact time, and someone on Reddit made a countdown clock.
Nice.
There's a link to it.
Well,
Anyway,
we'll probably beat that time.
I hope so. I like to under promise and over deliver, but it just bugs me when there's no control over this. It's just going to happen. So anyway, next thing is the flavor of the week is salted caramel. In case you didn't know,
It's good. And if you come into the office, we have it mixed up and you can taste it. We've been doing that every week. We have it mixed up. So
yep. And speaking of which, so all these questions, these are all based on questions we got over the last week. Yes, we have. If you happen to be in Utah, and you happen to be near South Jordan, please come in and visit us.
yeah, we'd be happy to meet you. I sit at the front desk. He sits in the little office.
Right by the front desk.
That's right next that you can see when you walk in the door.
Yeah, the area that we have as far as office space isn't very big, but yeah, come on in, visit us. Yes, you can pick up in person. Let's see.
We're open from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Yeah.
And we live not that far away, so if you really need to come after 4, just send us a message and we'll figure it out.
Yep.
Because we're happy to come in and meet you and get you some stuff.
That's right. Anyway, if you're watching this and you have any questions, go ahead and hit them. Hit the questions thing.
Hit the questions.
Yeah.
It's
there's 7 people watching it. Oh, it went down to 6. Somebody left. We're not cool enough. Hey, there's Sharon. Hi, Sharon.
Hi, Sharon.
Okay, so, and speaking of in person, we actually had 5% of our sales were people who came in last week, which was higher than it's, I think, ever been. So
we want to meet you. Come in and meet us.
Yeah. We have a giveaway going on right now with Rachel Gregory, who wrote a book.
Yeah.
What's it called?
It's the 21-day weight loss challenge. It's really cool too. We bought it, and it has whole like charts and stuff inside of it, so that you can track your exercise and everything.
Yeah.
And then it has recipes, a meal plan, exercise plan. It's really, really a cool book. So we're actually going to give it away at our October meetup.
Oh, are we?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool. So yeah, so we're doing a giveaway right now with her, with the ketogenic baking company who makes Draper,
which is delicious. If you haven't tasted it, you need to order some.
We're totally out.
Yeah, we're out, but
Yeah,
that's our family is out.
I know. Us. Anyway, and Adapt Bar,
Yes, Adapt.
and which is Eric Westman helps out with that, and also Keto Chow.
Yay.
So there's more details about that on our blog, on the Facebooks, and the Instagrams, and maybe even the Twitters. Okay. Speaking of Krapow, Miriam likes the Yoku yogurt.
It's good.
Yeah.
Our 8-year-old even ate it.
That's right. Who doesn't like to do keto because
Yeah.
he's obstinate?
Yeah. So he ate it, and it was good.
Yep. It doesn't have any sweetener or anything.
It's just plain yogurt.
Yeah.
It has 2 grams of carbs.
Yep. And hi Holly.
Oh.
It's not a full fat yogurt, but it's not bad at all.
Yeah.
It's not as good as peak
I
yogurt,
know Peak's the best.
but
Did you hear?
what?
They announced today that they're going international. They're going to send it all over the place.
Really?
Yeah. So
Okay.
that means we get it too. Because we were kind of in the hole in between their 2 different facilities.
Yeah.
And so we have to
Okay.
order it.
How are they going to send it international? Just more
I don't
distribution? Okay. Anyway. Okay.
They're going somewhere.
Yeah.
Maybe they said nationally, and I just read it wrong.
No, maybe. We get a lot of questions about mixing Keto Chow. So I figure we'll just answer them every time we do a live. I usually like to do a live, either a Facebook live or a Instagram live while I'm mixing up Keto Chow. It takes like 3 times longer than normal to do it, but people ask questions and I give them answers. Anyway, so how many of them can you do at a time?
As many as you want.
As many as you got blender bottles, or we had somebody who bought a bunch of cheap plastic bottles from Uline, and they're just the right size, and he'll fill those up and then freeze them. And then, like the day before, he'll grab a couple out of the freezer, and he did find out that they're not machine washable. Dishwasher safe.
Oh.
Well, they're probably not bottom rack with a heated dry cycle dishwasher safe.
Well, wasn't he just going to throw them away anyway?
No, he was washing them by hand.
Okay.
But there's just these little things. So anyway, yeah, you can mix up a whole bunch of them at a time. How far in advance? Hey, Jolene.
Jolene!
I just
We
ate
just
some of
made
your bread.
cake.
Was it cake or bread?
One
What was it?
was bread, one was cake.
Oh, okay.
It was so delicious.
It was. The chocolatey one
And really
was
moist.
like really moist, like
Yeah.
crazy
It was
moist.
so good.
It reminded me of torta in Chile.
I don't know.
They
what
pour
that is.
fruit juice on the cake.
Oh.
That's like how you eat cake.
Well, I hope we mixed it right because it tasted really
Yeah,
good.
it was good. Anyway, so how far in advance can you mix up Keto Chow? You can do. I usually try to consume them before it's been 6 days, but you can go a bit longer than that. So I don't know. I try to mix up 3 or 4 days worth at a time. So however that may be.
Which is like 20.
Many that may be. Well, around here it's like
There's 4 of us that drink Keto Chow on a regular basis.
Yeah. So, especially the teenagers who don't have time in the morning, because you wouldn't want to go to sleep on time, because then you could get up on time. Anyway, how long to let it sit? So, in the old days, you used to have to mix up Keto Chow and let it sit for like 4+ hours. Overnight was best. With version 2.1, you don't have to do that anymore. It's a gritty. Well, it kind of has a powdery feel from the protein powder when you first mix it up. That goes away after about 15. Actually, no, about 5 minutes. After 15, it's really done. But if you just mix it up and stick it in the fridge, or you just mix it up with some ice, wait for the ice to melt, it's ready to go. Which is really handy if you are out camping or something like that, and you just need to mix it up, drink it, wash out your blender bottle, and be done. And I've done that on multiple occasions, so that works really well.
I've done that too.
Yeah.
In hotels.
So let's see, which fats to use. We recommend heavy cream and avocado oil. The avocado oil because it has a really good fatty acid profile, and because it doesn't taste really like anything. And heavy cream because it tastes fantastic. And if you can handle heavy cream, I'd recommend that over just about anything else. Miriam likes to do half of the calories from heavy cream and half from avocado oil. So you'll do 50
milliliters of heavy cream and 25 of avocado oil.
Because heavy cream has half the calories per whatever compared to avocado oil, or spoken the other way, avocado oil has twice as many. So if you were normally using 100 milliliters of heavy cream, you would cut that to 50 and then use half of that and you'd get it. So it ends up being like so for me, I usually use 4 ounces of heavy cream, which is a bit more. And then I use, it's like 118. And then I use 15 milliliters or a tablespoon of MCT oil. And on our website, there's a calorie calculator thing that tells you how much to use. There's a slider that goes from it goes in between heavy cream and avocado and oil, any oil, and you can select what percentage of the calories you want from which. The advantage of the oil is, of course, fewer carbs, and the flavor is usually a bit stronger, and it doesn't mix up quite as thick.
It's not as creamy.
Yeah, and it's not as creamy. It has a different mouthfeel. So some people really like it. Some people think we're absolutely stupid for ever recommending that.
That's okay.
Some people think that avocado oil is the only way to go, and you cream people are crazy. So it's all about personal taste more than anything else. If we've learned anything in this business, is that everybody's taste is completely different. So some people think that orange cream is the bomb, and other people think it's awful. So
everybody has their own opinion.
Yep.
And that's okay.
And speaking of thick and thin, a lot of people have a problem with thickness. They'll mix it up and it'll be really, really thick, and they're like, oh, I can barely drink this. It is so thick.
Add some water.
Yeah, add water. Easy as that, really. We recommend 14 ounces of water added to whatever heavy cream and avocado oil you're using. That's a starting point. She likes it a bit thicker. I like it a bit thinner. So the 28-ounce blender bottles, I'll fill it almost up to the start of the threads, which is, I think,
20-ounce line.
Well, that's about 24 ounces, actually.
That's weird.
I am weird. What can I say? Personal taste. So, if it's too thick, add more water. Real easy. If it's too sweet, add salt. If it's too salty, add more water. For most things, adding more water works. And if you've been keto a long time, absolutely feel free to add salt. If it's too sweet for you, we actually have Keto Chow on the low end of salt, or sodium rather, for a ketogenic diet, just to make it palatable for people starting out. because it's a whole lot easier to add salt than to take it out. So, yeah. There's monologuing here.
Monologue.
Well, we're together. Oh, when does Incredibles 2 come out?
It's like already out.
No, I mean in video. I don't know. I want to watch it again. You sly dog, you caught me monologuing. Okay, so here we go into our questions from Reddit. Oh, wait. Jolene Hale. Yes, orange. Which one do I have to convince to do orange with monk fruit? Probably Miriam.
Yeah, it's me.
So when we did 2.1, I was actually lobbying pretty hard to myself and to Miriam to a certain extent to have monk fruit for the sweetener for everything.
Yeah.
And we did a couple of taste tests. We actually tested stevia with monk fruit, stevia with monk fruit with erythritol with stevia, erythritol with monk fruit.
We tasted
all these different permutations, and we did a taste testing. It was kind of a routine thing with our employees. It's Chris with more flavors to taste. And so it was both they were tasting the new flavors and they were tasting the different sweeteners. And everybody loved sucralose, almost without fail. And everybody hated stevia except me. And I could tolerate it. And there was better acceptance of the monk fruit. It's more natural tasting than the stevia was. And this is a high quality stevia. It's like really good stuff, super pure and everything, but it still just had that weird flavor to it. And with Keto Chow, we're all about it has to taste absolutely fantastic. Well, from a purely selfish reason, I'm drinking it for almost all my meals. So if it doesn't taste fantastic, I don't want to drink it. And then I don't want to make it. And then I don't want to sell it. So it has to taste great. The strawberry with monk fruit was actually Miriam's idea.
So if everybody hates it, it's my fault.
It wasn't like that.
It's okay, it's true.
Well, so we get a lot of people asking questions about why do you guys use sucralose? Why don't you use natural sweeteners like stevia? It used to be the answer was just always, well, because stevia tastes like not very good. And, Jolene is sad. Sorry, Jolene. We'll get to that. Hold on, we're getting there.
He's long-winded.
I am long-winded. Well,
I'm just saying.
Yeah. Anyway, so what was I talking about before I was long-winded?
It tastes good.
Yes. Well, sucralose tastes good. So we decided to try out strawberry with monk fruit because the monk fruit lends itself.
It kind of is a fruitier.
Yeah, it's a bit fruity.
It didn't taste super good with the chocolate.
No, with chocolate it was horrible, absolutely abominable. Like I couldn't even believe how bad it tasted with the chocolate. So we're trying strawberry with monk fruit to see how it goes. And if it goes well,
if people want it,
we'll probably introduce more flavors.
We'll go more.
Yeah.
But if nobody likes it, then they should at least tell us they don't like strawberry. That might help.
Yeah. Well, and we get a lot of, so to go back to that, we've gotten a lot of feedback from the strawberry with monk fruit, the natural strawberry as it's called, where people say it tastes artificial. And the regular strawberry tastes natural.
Yeah, it's funny.
It's the exact opposite of the name.
It could be that they're just not used to the monk fruit taste.
Yeah. And that could be it. Monk fruit is kind of new.
I like it.
Well, it's because it's insanely expensive. We actually should be charging a lot more for it. It's like a lot more. It's about 50% more expensive than the chocolate. So, which should make it $90 a bag.
Yeah, that'd be good.
So, anyway, we priced it reasonably so that people could try it out. We could see how well it goes and possibly do more flavors. In the future, we're probably also going to be, well, I am definitely working on more savory flavors that don't use sweetener, kind of like the savory chicken soup. So, yeah, that taco flavor is great. Spicy taco.
Yeah, that was really good.
That was really good. I've got a couple more I need to test this week. Okay, so let's see. Would you consider making a mango flavor? Possibly.
What
So
about grapefruit?
I don't know how well grapefruit would go. People have suggested peaches and cream, which
You
sounds
like
really good.
peaches
Oh, I
and cream.
love peaches and cream.
That's the same as orange cream.
Yeah, well, and I also like a lemon bar, which I was testing a lemon bar.
Yeah, we tested lemon
The
before.
problem is, right now we've got 18 flavors with a couple more savory flavors, at least 3 more savory flavors coming. And we're going to need a bigger boat or a bigger warehouse. So we might have to discontinue flavors before we add new flavors. Well, I don't know. We'll
But
see.
mango would be fun.
Yeah. So Sharon says that the strawberry with monk fruit tasted weaker. And that does actually make sense.
Yeah.
The sucralose enhances the flavor a lot.
Yep.
And we've actually noticed a really funny thing. If you're taste testing different sweeteners and you test something with sucralose, and then you test something with monk fruit, and then you go back to sucralose.
It like slams you with flavor.
It's like,
whoa, this
it's
is really sweet.
Way sweeter. I don't know. Maybe that's something we could use. Have like a third the amount of sucralose with just a little bit of monk fruit, and together
Together they make something amazing.
yeah, and then people would be like, it still has sucralose. And we're like,
Yeah, that's
whatever.
true.
So, yeah. Anyway, and Jolene Hell says maybe do some of the flavors as a seasonal thing.
Yeah, we're thinking about that already.
Although I did get asked today, is eggnog going to be a seasonal flavor? And I said, I'm not planning on it. I like eggnog. I like eggnog a lot.
He's a little eggnog crazy.
I am a little eggnog crazy. So, and well, Jules says don't discontinue any flavors. So, are you looking into a tomato soup? We are looking to a tomato basil soup.
Yeah, it's good. I like it.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
Tomato?
Yes.
Oh, it was like
It's the first one we tested. Yes, we tried it.
yeah, we tried it, but you didn't like it. It was like all basil, no tomato. So I'm going to try adding a
I
tomato
thought it was the opposite.
powder extract. No, the first one we tested.
I can't remember.
Okay. Anyway, we are looking into a tomato soup.
It was the hot and spicy soup that was like perfect.
Yeah, that one was a home run. Okay,
First
so
try. Hot and spicy soup.
So let's see. Here we are. Questions from Reddit. Somebody is asking about bathroom problems with Keto Chow. That's not just with Keto Chow. That's with keto in general. When you completely switch your diet from one thing to another, there's going to be a microbiome die-off because all the stuff that loved sugar before is going to have to go for something new. You're also changing the amount of fiber you're getting, things like that. So if you search on the keto, not Keto Chow, but keto subreddit for diarrhea, there's
That sounds
lot.
like a good search.
Yeah, well, it's a safe place to search for that, okay?
Sure.
Because there's a lot of really nice
Diarrhea.
people who are like, this is a little bit too much information, but I really need help because
you're broken.
I've been broken for the last 4 days after starting keto.
That happens.
It happens. There are a lot of suggestions, everything from taking a probiotic, which does
Lots of
wonder
people
for
do.
me.
Yeah.
Does wonders.
Wonder. It does.
It does wonder for
you.
me. Anyway, so that does wonders for me. A little bit of Imodium or Pepto-Bismol. Some people use chia added to their Keto Chow, and other people use psyllium husk. And oddly enough, there's a subset of people who have the exact opposite problem. Instead of having the runs, they get stopped up.
Constipated. It's like that bio-individuality we keep hearing about.
It really is. So everybody is their own special snowflake when it comes to keto and bathroom problems. But if you want to pop into the Keto Chow subreddit, there was a guy who I think he mixed it up too thick, the Keto Chow, and he didn't like the flavor or the consistency. And so he was like, hey, I've been doing this for a couple days and I just don't really like it at all. And all these people were jumping on with a bunch of really great suggestions. I mean, it's a fantastic community. We've got the Keto Chow Facebook support group, which is also really good. The subreddit is a bit more mature, more people there. But the guy who is having problems with the flavor, he actually posted, "I have never come across a more helpful group. You guys are great." And we're like, "Oh,
so
thanks." But okay, there was a person who asked about tips using Keto Chow and coffee. Now, I personally think coffee smells like burnt toast, so you're not going to get any tips directly from me. But if you search the Keto Chow subreddit, it's reddit.com/r.
Can you put that in the
Yeah, I'll put it in
later?
there too. But just write reddit.com/r/Keto Chow.
Keto Chow.
That'll take you there. Also, if you ever order anything from us, on the "your order has been delivered" email, it's got a link to both the Facebook group and the subreddit. So,
Okay.
anyway, if you search for coffee on there, there's a lot of really good tips. There was a thread this last week where somebody was asking for tips and people were just firing them off. Chilling the coffee first and then adding it. A couple of people have tried adding hot coffee and they ended up with pudding. So,
Ooh.
speaking of which, chocolate Keto Chow, you can warm it up in the microwave.
And
That makes
then
really
have
good hot chocolate.
It's thick hot chocolate.
Yeah.
You eat it with a spoon.
No, it's not that big, but you can always add more.
Unless you put enough water in it, then you would.
But it does thicken up a bit when you heat it.
So yeah, add some more water.
Yep.
But it's good. Holly does it all the time.
Oh, does she?
Yeah,
Oh.
at work.
Well, she also throws her Keto Chow into the freezer.
Yeah.
So then she was rotating it every
rotated every hour or so. And then she gets it out at lunch and she's like...
Yeah, she was
all
walking around with a
sides.
spoon, eating.
Raspberry cheesecake ice
I was
cream.
like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "I made it into slush," or I can't remember what
She
it
said
was.
ice cream.
Ice cream, okay. But yeah, so along with freezing it in popsicle molds, you can do that too. So the last thing we have is somebody wanted to know the best fats to use. The aforementioned heavy cream, avocado oil, and a little bit of MCT oil, if you want to. MCT oil will not make you lose weight any faster, but it will increase the number of ketones in your blood, which can help you with, if you don't have a lot of energy, you're just starting off keto and you're just like, "Oh, I don't have carbs, but I don't have ketones yet either." Well, a little MCT oil will help out. Start with maybe a teaspoon in each shake if you want to. You don't have to use MCT oil. But I would never recommend going higher than 3 teaspoons or a tablespoon, because if you do that, you are asking for trouble. And I've actually gotten all of my calories, all my fat calories from liquid coconut oil. Hey, Max.
Come say hi.
Your hair's sticking up, buddy.
They were playing softball at the park.
Oh, okay.
Say hi.
Hi. Oh, like it made it focus. Anyway, so yeah, I actually did an experiment where I was doing all liquid coconut oil, which is mostly MCT oil, and it was not fun. So don't do that. Maximum of a tablespoon a shake. So, okay, that's all I got.
That's all I don't have anything actually.
And Max is crawling around behind us. So
You can see his back.
anyway, we'll probably get a couple more comments as people see this afterwards and comment on it.
Hey, we're gonna do this every week, every Tuesday at 7:30. So
7:30 Mountain.
our time,
Yes.
7:30 Mountain Time. If you guys have questions, just throw them our way, and we'll try to, make sure we talk about them.
Yep.
Or if you, have anything you want to ask us.
That's right.
How's your day? What size shoes do you wear?
10.5 wide.
Do you want to see my nails?
Ooh. Oh, they don't even have bacon on them this time.
No, you can't even see them. They're really cute.
No, you want to see my nails?
Hey, look, he's got the Oura ring.
Oh, there it is. It's kind of interesting. Ooh. It's got these little...
I have one on order.
Come on,
Someday.
focus right here.
Someday.
Yeah, it's just focused.
Someday I'm
Anyway,
going to get it.
It's like a Fitbit for your finger. So far, it's actually going pretty well as far as testing it. So,
It's cool.
yeah, tracks your sleep really well and heart rate variability and all this other fun stuff. So, yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. Did you guys have fun?